nails does it take to build a building?
Yeah.
That's the question of the day.
How many nails, Roy?
If you had to guess.
How many nails? I don't know if I got that question. I don't know if I got an answer for you.
Is it screws? Is it nails? Do they even use nails anymore?
Just depends on what we're doing.
Yeah.
How many nails or screws?
Yeah. This is a guess. Like, imagine it's like jelly beans in a jar, right? And you got this jelly bean jar.
Billions.
Yeah.
I'm going to move on to the next question.
Drop that intro, Garrett.
Too many screwdrivers, man.
I got the yellow ribbon. So, it's okay. It's okay.
How many times did you sit back just relaxing? Understand movements coming in, yeah, we got the packs in. I don't really wanna see no more traffic. Last pack just came in, let's get it out quick.
I had a hard
Wanna be okay, wanna be alright.
Where's the number of
Wanna see the world.
Hey, ladies and
Are we
gentlemen.
on?
Are we on?
Welcome back to another episode of Captain
I gotta
Susan's
send
Kids.
the link out and we'll be ready to roll.
Go
Yeah,
for
we're
it,
fine.
man.
Yeah,
Go
dude.
for it.
Yeah, send it out.
We'll just entertain people.
Yeah,
while
sending links out right now. Okay.
So we are here again on a Tuesday, 8 o'clock. Thank you guys for tuning in with Mr. Roy
Tuesday.
Anderson.
Cruising the coast.
What's up, dude?
What's up, man? How
Thank-
are you? Thank you
doing
for
good.
having me.
Thanks for joining us.
It's been a minute because honestly, let's be straight up, Roy. When we started this podcast about 2 years ago,
Yeah.
he's one of the first people I was like reaching out to, and now have a family,
Yeah.
a little girl.
Baby girl.
Yeah.
Baby girl.
And he's
Right.
I'm coming on. Now, what is this? Is this episode 107, 108, somewhere around there?
Yeah.
I would say you guys have been persistent, man. I would.
High five to that.
Yeah,
Brooks.
yeah.
Dude.
Jordan
That's the insurance agent in me.
Yeah, Jordan was relentless, man.
Let's-
I couldn't get away from it.
Let's
Cheers
cheers.
to that, man. I couldn't get away from it. Started in
There we go.
2019, and I'd say maybe a couple more months. And
I think the big thing.
I always thought you'd forget and you'd follow up, man.
Well, I'm going to
I'm
follow.
glad you got me on here. Got me out of my comfort zone.
That's exactly what it's all
Rolls.
about.
So every time I've seen, like, I try to buy them like the most random shots just to be like, hey,
I know last time we were at Murky Waters, I got fun.
yeah, I was both of y'all. Yeah.
It's always fun, dude. It's always fun playing that game. So what's been up, dude? Y'all got a new company going on?
We do. We
Not that you're any
Two-
stranger
yeah.
to what's going on. In
we're
business.
2 years into it. But you guys got the hat on. Appreciate that.
No,
So,
thank you for bringing
I
it.
really
man.
appreciate it.
Yeah, so we're Andercorp. We're a construction company out of Gulfport. Our office is in downtown Gulfport. My father and I started it, and we're just kind of trying to do our thing and just see where it goes, man. My family's been in construction since really the 1955. My grandfather
So it goes way, way back.
goes way back, man. It goes, yeah. I mean, whatever that is.
You're groomed for this.
I don't know if I'm groomed for this as much as they built the stepping stones for me, and I'm trying to take advantage of that and trying to, just
I mean, as a little kid, though, I mean, having a family goes that far back.
no. I mean, I grew up.
Did you pull up the construction sites when you were a little boy? Got to play or what?
No, if my dad would bring me, I did. I mean, he took me to Grand Casino, Gulfport when I was like 5 or 6. I remember going into that, and that was like a big deal, man. We didn't have casinos or even high level commercial hospitality type projects in the Mississippi Gulf Coast. That was exciting. I got to go to that and just you just come accustomed to it because they were it's crazy. It is crazy what the company did from when I was born until
So that was
90s.
what was that company called? That was Roy Anderson.
So that was Roy Anderson Corp. I'm going to give you the quick
yeah.
scale on
Let's
what
hear it.
that
Let's
is.
hear it.
So like I said, my family's been in construction since the 50s. My grandfather started Roy Anderson Corp in 1955. And to think what he did and how he started it, man, it's crazy, especially now. But looking back then, how he did that in 1955, really didn't have any money other than, he was a pilot in the Korean War. So he sent money back to my grandmother while he was, flying in there and doing whatever he's doing through the military. And he thought she was spending it, and she saved $3,000. So when he got back, which whatever 3,000 is in 1957, whatever 55,
It's probably like $1 million.
no, I mean, it wasn't much.
Close.
Money, man. It wasn't much money. So, anyways, he started a construction company, and it was really just a pickup truck, one dude himself, and he
And he can tell you how many nails are going into this.
Oh, he 100% could, man. He was a black and white guy. I mean, he was a true engineer, true construction guy, but he grew it into, kind of what it is today. My dad joined in 1982, and at the time they were doing like federal work throughout the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Weren't really a regional contractor. They were a successful contractor, but not really what it is today. And then gaming hit in 92, and that's kind of what I was saying about the Grand Casinos. And the company went from doing 30 million a year to like within 14 months doing like 250 million a year.
Snap, crackle, pop.
Well,
that's amazing, dude.
Well, it was amazing, and the craziest thing is if you know anything about, you're in insurance. So if you know anything about insurance or construction, is they grew so much in 12 months that it's usually reversed. They grew so much in 12 months where they couldn't find a company that would bond them because they had so much success so long. There's no possible way this company could sustain this success.
You see that a lot. It's unfortunate too.
See, I would think it'd be
I feel like it's I've seen it in they want slow growth. They don't like sudden growth.
Sudden growth.
It's scary, because typically sometimes people go to jail for sudden growth. It's like the brother-in-law deals and stuff.
I guess
and when you're bonding, there's a lot of money on the line. So they got all red flags ready to sit there and tick off, and anyone eliminates you from it.
Well, this was straight legit.
Did
probably had
when they started doing that though, like to take that on though. I mean, was it your dad and your grandfather that were like that had to been a thing, like a big jump. So
a leap of faith.
It was about
it's scary. It's got to be.
It was about the right being there. Being at the right place, the right time.
Yeah.
My grandfather was, like I said, the engineer type. He went to Georgia Tech, got a civil engineering degree, flew in the Korean War. He was just straight to the plan.
He was from Gulfport?
Yeah, from Gulfport. Okay. So he went to Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech was great at football at the time, and he was great athlete. Went to Gulfport High. They called him the Mighty Atom.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I mean, dude was a rocket for a running back. But anyways, at the time they didn't really do scholarships, so he did a military scholarship, and then went to Georgia Tech, played football, and then ROTC, went to Georgia Tech, played football 2 years, broke his arm. Anyways, got drafted, did all that, and then he's
so he's like tough.
Hey, Gary, do we have that? Yeah, there it is. That's a photo.
There it is.
Look, dude, that's sick. Right? Look, Matt. Look,
they don't make them like that anymore.
No, look at that.
They don't. But what I was getting back to is
badass.
So he was kind of the engineer type. My dad was kind of the full throttle on offense at all time mindset, and gaming got legalized. Boat side gaming, dockside gaming, and he just jumped on it, and the company exploded through the 90s and diversified and led into, to the success in 2011, led into a publicly traded company approaching him, and the company ended up being acquired, signed a 5-year non-compete, 5-year contract type deal that expired probably in 2016, ended up staying to the end of 17. I was with the company at the time, and then he took a year off, and he realized probably in 30 to 40 days of the things that he thought were his hobbies he didn't like. He got bored quick.
That's what they say whenever you finally call it quits and you have all this free time on your hands. It's like
he wasn't retired, man, and he made me miserable because he's bugging me all the time. So I was like, look, you and me, I want to start a company. I want to get something going, and he wanted to do it, and so. In 1819, we started AndreCorp, and that's kind of where we're at, man.
That's huge, man. That's awesome.
Our office is in downtown Gulfport. We wanted to be in downtown. The aquarium was just opening. We wanted to be kind of a part of that growth and, contributing to the downtown area.
It says AndreCorp.
AndreCorp. So Anderson Corp, AndreCorp. But it gets confusing, man, because,
No,
no, not at all.
So I'll have to say, by meeting your father, y'all are one of our sponsors for the Pink Dress Run.
Right.
October 23rd, you guys, pinkdressrun.com.
Check it out.
Yeah, check it out.
Run down to Chandelier.
Yeah. Mr. Rick, Mr. Roy, they're like best friends, like the Rat Pack. I mean, they're great dudes, but your dad, literally for years, every time we do our charity event stuff, is one of the coolest people to have a conversation with. The energy he brings. Just like y'all have this energy is like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. Well,
to see,
mannerisms. So
to see y'all bounce back and get back into the construction world, that's pretty incredible. I'm still kind of blown away with the fact that they took that risk. Like casinos are coming in, you're going to just jump at it. Like,
Well, I mean, you talk
looking back, it was to think that the size of the company and take on what they did,
Yeah.
they had a huge risk, but they knew their capabilities, man. Sometimes, in life, anything.
but that's what it takes.
Yeah, I would say it's getting that opportunity and doing it.
so how big? What's
So-
like the biggest building that they ever built? Would you say? Do you know?
Biggest building?
Yeah. Or the biggest project?
The project that I was on in New York.
Yeah, let's talk about the one you've worked on. The biggest one you've worked on.
The biggest one I was in New York, but that was probably one of the bigger ones. They're on larger stuff now, but I was on a $175 million project in Tribeca, New York.
That's
So
pretty
that was
cool.
pretty cool.
How long were you there for?
14 months.
Really?
Yeah, it was neat, man. Like Tom Brady bought a penthouse there. Taylor Swift. The owner is Stephen Ross. He owns the Dolphins, but the developers. He's not the owner, and so he's a big Michigan fan, Michigan alumni. So when he announced the project, of course, he got Tom Brady, Michigan alumni.
Yeah, come do like a ribbon cutting or something.
No, just be the first one who announces. Buys the penthouse, and so Tom Brady buys a penthouse. Of course, everybody else is going to want to buy one. It is.
Do you ever think though with
It's also like 3,000 square.
So where's your penthouse? You still got a penthouse there, and then they got one for you.
No.
so
We're talking about 3,000 per square foot, man.
so when
That's
you think
crazy.
about something that large,
Parking lots
what
like that.
what does it usually take to like you said $175 million project, like to build
A lot
like
of nails.
a skyscraper, a lot of nails? How long does that take in development? Like from planning from the design to the
It
finished
just
product?
depends, man. Up there, it's like in New York, it's quick because you're talking about, you got the hedge funds and the $1 billion investors, and that's going back. The property owners, they bought that. It was they bought the property in the 70s, so they apparently bought. It was the Scums all on Tribeca, and so I guess they were the original. They owned the property and they sold it to Related. But I would say, 4 years, 2 years of schematics and development and engineers.
That's impressive.
But it's all in the Hudson River. It was pretty neat. But yeah, apparently the family that bought that, they bought it, pennies in the dollar compared to what it sold for.
Oh, I can only
in the
imagine.
70s and 80s. This was like where, everything that
See
you
a
didn't want
lot
to be
in
around.
New Orleans too. I mean, I guess it's in a lot of bigger cities. I got a buddy of mine. His parents bought a condo on St. Charles for like 80,000 in the 90s, and it's probably $2.5 million right now.
Yeah, New Orleans is.
Yeah.
New Orleans, especially in the past like 6-7 years, is really taking off.
So that's
because
for
they're
everybody
getting a lot of
watching. Y'all go invest. Y'all go look for stuff like this. You want these ideas.
Well, New York's getting. I mean, not New York. New Orleans is getting a lot of the northeastern, developers, and the money's starting to come down now.
Finally, no,
So-
there's been some there, but it's so hard. I mean, everything's it's weird business over there.
Yeah.
Even different businesses.
How about
enter.
when developing though? Like when you come to like he said New Orleans, right? Like, is it planned where people come in and buy this property, or just like a wing? You just buy the property and then you think about development. And you sit on it for years and years and years, or do you like Nashville? Dude, I went to Nashville in the 90s with my parents. I hated that place.
Mhm.
Sorry, guys. I hated Nashville. Now it's like the spot you need to be at. Everything's up in
Yeah.
price.
Well, so Nashville and Austin, for instance, that's all new. That's all new, man. It's new construction. New Orleans is more of a, because New Orleans in the 70s and 80s, that's where it was like the oil boom.
Yep.
And so they built all these towers. You had Chevron, you had everybody there, and they all left, went to Houston, and then all those towers are abandoned. So a lot of those towers, like a project that I worked on in New Orleans, 32 stories, but it was abandoned. It was set empty since 1985.
That's crazy.
So a lot of
that
New
is.
Orleans developments are people buy, rundown towers, and they end up converting and get tax credits and make it like hotel and apartments. So I guess the project I worked on was first 18 stories was a loft hotel, and then 18 to 32 was a apartment. So
Do you like doing new construction or the revamp of a city? Like, do you like taking the older areas, the buildings, and make something, or do you like starting from scratch? It's way easier probably than taking something historical.
I mean, starting from scratch is and they call it greenfield. You're starting from the ground up. That would be, I guess, for a project manager, estimating standpoint, probably the cleanest job to build. But going back to Andercorp, we're all about relationships. We're all about working with a client base and trying to turn in what they want to do, what their vision is, and making it a reality. So whether it's a renovation, a historic historic building like we're doing in Meridian, Mississippi. Right at the moment, it was a building that was built in the early 1900s, and we're converting it into a headquarters now for a new company that was Progressive Pipeline. They just did a brand renamed the Castle headquarters, but they we're just making it their headquarters, and that's a prime example of what we're about as Intercorp is just taking the owner's vision and making it reality, taking an old building that was built in 1905 and converting it into a 2021 vision, but still modernizing it, but still containing the whole.
You ever find anything cool in there whenever you're?
Oh, dude, in that building, the elevators from like 1904. It's crazy. Like we were laughing, we were doing the tour of the building. Like if the elevator company's Otis, if they came and saw that, they would want to put that in their museum. I mean,
really?
It's insane to think that.
We got some questions right here.
But what's funny about all these towns in Mississippi that are so run down now is early 1900s they were booming.
They were booming, dude. It's so sad.
That's where all the timber
is running through.
So Ryan Bowden, they got the little dental place in Gaucher because they have an old safe in this building they bought for their dental company. Like him and his wife, they have she's a dentist and they're doing their own little project. He has to call in the city because the safe's so old and has like all these like hidden tricks in it, like to unlock it. He has to send in like because that it's such an old piece that they have to send in like the fire department to unlock it. Have you had any of that stuff where you have to like bring in the fire department, cops to?
I mean, there's always those type of projects you get on that are like that. I mean, there's those vaults where you basically have to come in and rip the door off, but that's just the stuff.
I'd be more worried about crackheads and stuff.
Right. That's the secret of the guys in the field, man. They're the masterminds. We're just trying to build a company around this, our collective unit. But the guys in the, I say the field, those are the guys that are assigned to the project managers, superintendents. They're the ones that, to make this happen. I mean, it's all about
100%.
I'm serious, man.
Yeah,
that's kind of the background I come from, but it was, I was really just doing that, to learn what I needed to know. But, you either have to have that, it or you don't. And I just, there's guys that, started in their tool belts when they were 18 years old and they walk into meetings, sit down with, the suits and the engineers and the architects who've done X amount of years of, school, and they're just, they can just completely dominate the room just by their knowledge. And those dudes.
Well, they're the ones that actually are making it happen, swinging the hammers.
They're the knowledge over everything. Man.
Do you feel it in the last like 10 years? Have you seen like a jump in the way that y'all design stuff? And
right now, absolutely, man. Because prices, the escalation,
like linear, like the cell phones, like you can capture a whole build now. You get way more dimension, like a design now. Like you can. Before it was back in the day, it was like a piece of paper.
Right. The way they used to do back in the day, I don't know how they. I don't know how people do it for 50 years, man. But yeah, but it's like they call it like BIM 3D modeling.
Yeah.
And we try to do that now, where like you can essentially, I mean, you design, you model the entire project before you can go in, and the best reason for that, man, is for like clash detection. It's just perfecting the design before you actually build it. And no matter how much architect or contractor tries to perfect a design, it's just
always gonna have a hiccup.
It's always gonna have a hiccup because every subcontractor has their way of doing things, and but when you get everybody in there and you put together a 3D model of it, man, that's when you really that's where construction's changed tremendously over the past like 10 years, really past 5 years.
And they make it so easy now. You can do it on your phone. They've got apps for it, and you go in there and it's a 3D model, and you can 3D.
Yeah, most of the stuff we run these days too, just from DocuShare. I mean, it's all everything we do is cloud based, man. Just from the way we distribute,
So we got some comments, guys. We got to do the comments because we are live, and we got some people right here. We got
my wife. Did she just say cute? Go Roy, cute baby.
Oh yeah, Ryan. What's up, Ryan?
Ryan, how are you?
Shut up.
So we got some comments. We got Ryan. Is it Marshall?
I see Evan on there, and they're telling what he's saying.
Yeah, hold on.
It's negative.
Probably so.
He's beating me.
Kiowa.
You already
said it right. I said it right.
Cameron Simpson.
Roy and boys.
Evan. Justin Chance is on here somewhere.
Justin Chance, we're bringing him on. So
he's jealous. He's jealous he didn't make it in
I know.
pictures.
But about Jordan was saying that he he actually just Jordan reached out to me and Justin in the very beginning, and we were both so nervous. And now I think we do a follow up with Justin. We just
I don't think
if
Justin
he qualifies.
if he qualifies.
If
I don't
he
know.
qualifies.
I don't know if he'll make the list. I don't know.
Justin can tell us his past dating life stories and stuff.
Oh,
like
gosh,
that.
I'm
dude,
sure he's
for
got a
sure.
few.
Yeah. So we got
Shout
Ivan
out-
Spinner. That's the future of Gulf Coast. Great family.
Shout out, Adam. What's up?
Brennan, what's going on here with
Speaking
here?
of it, man, just since we're just talking.
Tell Roy to sing y'all a tune.
Oh, Brennan,
You
you
can
know I
sing-
can't sing, but
so-
I can freestyle.
What's up on Ivan though? What's going on?
No,
here?
I was just say, man, the fact that what he's doing on the coast, man, I love that.
Yeah.
I mean, what we pass road, man. He's
Make Pass Road great again.
but he's just doing something that and he's putting that thought in people's head, and they're like, wow, this actually could be a nice place.
Yeah.
How many
It's a
times has he
nice
been
one.
on? He's been on a lot because of his passion. I mean, he's been 4 or 5 times on the show.
Yeah, no,
He stands by us from the Sands projects to everything with Butler. At every got to a point at 8 a.m. on my birthday. Give me a call. He's that person where you're just like his passion is there.
Yeah, but he's proven to the Gulf Coast by just creating these themes and just like Marina Cantina putting in place on the Back Bay water. He's in everyone. How popular is that place? Man, it's been great.
Huge.
And since Katrina, nobody's even.
Well, it's a big risk, high risk.
It's a huge risk,
Yeah.
but it's like if you do it, it works, man. It's successful.
High risk, high reward.
Yeah. So
And
shout
guys,
out, Alvin. Keep doing it, man.
and we're gonna get back to some more comments in a few, but we need to dive into how many nails does it take to make a building?
We might have to call one of our estimators for that.
So let me ask you
Wallace
this.
Goodman can answer.
I remember watching
Wallace said he knew you.
Walt.
Wallace Goodman.
Oh yeah, Wallace. That's a buddy of mine.
yeah,
Good
yeah,
buddy of
yeah.
mine.
He told me that. He said y'all were Neptune.
Yeah. We go way back.
Yeah,
That's
what
a
he
good
told me.
dude.
So
Well, Pete Jones is in here. Yo. What's up, guys? Check out Pete Jones's crypto
hey,
episode with
Justin
us.
said he's not worthy. He is worthy.
Justin, you are worthy. You know you're worthy.
Yeah.
You know you're worthy. Guido, what's up, bro? Adam, my stepbrother right here, Adam Leavenway. Love you to death. Allstate, Louisiana. Check him out. Metairie, he's got you. Okay. That's all I can say on that one.
So no, I was,
Me and Adam used to be like we were roommates for.
Yeah, no.
I
Told
love
me that
Adam,
for sure.
man. Yeah, he was.
No, I love that
closest
dude.
Friends. I just don't see him that much anymore, but he's such a great dude.
all right,
Yeah.
so I was watching. I think it's 50 or
Tango and Cash.
No, it's on
50 Shades of Grey?
on Discovery Channel. It's like about after humans disappear from Earth and we die, and like the ecosystem, what evolves on Earth, and it's all fictitious, really, because we don't really know. But one thing that I saw was if these big concrete buildings do not sustain, I guess, upkeep, that they would crumble within like 25 years. Do you think that's true? Was there any validity to that?
So you're saying that
Question,
if you don't
Like, I don't know. There's
I don't know.
specific
It
upkeep
just-
that's required for these big concrete.
so on this news, I'm a janitor. So when I see some of the buildings,
projects I work on, I think our design's pretty good. The architects do
Good answer. Good
I didn't
answer.
go about 100 years.
so Matt, so on this, so
I don't know, man.
people should
Look at
run.
Rome, man.
Yeah, no,
There's
that's
like
true.
stuff
That's
that
what I
was-
was wondering.
There's like stuff that's built in people's backyard that's like still here.
Still
that should
there,
be
yeah.
here. It's crazy.
But
They
Roy-
also used like
Do you think when the way he said that, like with the buildings, though, like, so I'm a janitor, so some of the buildings I clean, like they don't use them for months at a time, and they just decay. Like,
no, I mean that is true. I mean, just think about it. If someone builds a house and they move out, or someone frames a house and then decides not to finish it, the thing decays quick, man.
Yeah, if you don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah, it's all about. That's true. It's all about depending on how you build it, man. And just we don't that stuff like that house is wood frame. We don't necessarily do wood frame. We will mixed use projects in wood frame, and mixed use is like apartments, retail or something. But I don't know. Most stuff we do is like concrete and rebar. So I'd like to think 1,000 years they would be like
That's what I'm thinking too.
1,000 years they'd be like
Discovery don't know what they're talking.
Maximus Andercorp over there or something like Roman.
That'd
or
be
something.
cool.
1,000
I
years.
mean-
1,000 years. We're in.
So what are we building right
what's
now?
wrong
What are
with
you
it?
guys working on right now? You said you got to up in where was it? Natchez,
Meridian.
Meridian.
Yeah, Meridian.
Sorry. What else y'all got going on?
We got a good bit going on, man. We like I said, we're Andercorp. We got a ton of stuff in Jackson. The group we have in Jackson is some absolute dogs, man. They're as hungry as anybody. Everybody in our company is hungry, and that's the good thing about it. Is like, it's not like my father. We have the I guess the luxury or the blessing to have him kind of oversee
Your dad's
everything.
dope,
Yeah,
bro.
from his experience and stuff. But he's he has given us like the green light and myself to like collectively build, a strong team to, all entrepreneurial mindset. We're all working together. There's not one person in the room making a decision as much as everybody in the room, trying to work together to build this company. But we got a good bit. We got a few, historic renovations in Jackson. That's a Picks and Pins development. That was a area that was built probably in the 50s or 60s, and it's a strip center type area. And we're converting it to like a bowling alley, a couple bars, retail, restaurant, things like that. And then we have like the headquarters in Meridian. We are doing some stuff down here with People's Bank, and we have some really exciting. Just finished some stuff at Scarlet Pearl. But without saying too much, we have. I think 2022 is going to be a pretty exciting year for us.
Yeah.
Could we come out and hang out?
I'd love for y'all
Could
to.
we bring some mics and interview some random people?
That's where hard hats. That's where hard hats.
I would love to.
I think
have y'all out there.
What it feel though, like to go? You're born in this whole industry, so we get a satisfaction of making some content or making something funny, which you love. Like you always bring in your feedback with majority of the shit we put out, Matt.
I appreciate that.
He's a big fan on that. But when you leave a building and y'all finish that building from start to finish, and there's so many people a part of that, what does that feel like when you complete?
Talk about the gratification.
What does that feel like?
Man, it's a cool feeling. One of the things my grandfather actually said, towards, I guess, in his late 70s and 80s, he did an interview. I think it's like one of the business journals, Mississippi Business Journal or something. Anyways, it was just talking about, what him and my father have done or whatnot. But they just kind of asked him what's your greatest accomplishment type of deal? And, what are you most proud of? Of course, number one, he said family because he was a huge family guy. But then he said, construction to him, and it goes back to what you just asked me, is more about, building something, that can withstand the test of time. And that's kind of goes, when you walk away with something, you know that you've built something, and then you're also put together a core group of people, that can withstand the trials and tribulations of what life is and what economies bring to make it, withstand the test of time. So it's a hard question, because to me, I love building stuff. It's so exciting to build something, walk in, an owner telling you what they want to do, what their vision is, from day one. And then a year later, you're finalizing plans, you're seeing them, all the sweat and tears they put into breaking ground. But it's everything in between that, to me, that's so important, man. It's just that implementing that vision and the camaraderie of the team, and then, breaking ground, and then bringing. The coolest thing about construction, man, is it's all levels of people. It's it's people on their tool belts, like I said, that know more than the guys that not everybody's smart on the job, but it's those guys are so knowledgeable, with their tool belts, and you got the banking suits type guys that finance the project.
This is dope as shit.
And then you got I don't know about that, but then you got the owners, man, with their vision. You got the engineers. You got the project management team.
And who makes the tiny models of a replica of the building?
That would be more the architects, man.
No, the fact
these guys are so skilled. Our architects are really the great architects, man. They're really just artists, man. And they're engineered artists. They're absolutely brilliant. The stuff when I start talking to some of the architects around here, shout out Tommy Allen. I don't know if he's listening, but that dude is so smart, and the details he knows. I mean, he'll start going in 45 seconds, and I'm like, this guy's completely.
I feel like that about most people that I talk to. So it's good to keep those people around you because they're smarter than you.
100%, man. But the coolest thing about construction, man, is it's just every level of people. Man.
Your passion for this, though, and the fact that he just literally gave him the question. He literally was from the time we put the shovel in the dirt to the supervisors to the people on the ground to even do our foundation. The love you have for your people, I mean, that's crazy as shit.
Well, it's cool. You're building something for your community, man. If you do have the luxury of building something, it's you're building something that's people who have no.
You putting your name on it.
Well, that's
you
can get the contract. You can get the contract, and you can be a part of it, and then push off and not show up every day, or be a But the fact that you had this, love, for the whole project. You just literally was talked about so many pieces, like a puzzle. It's a puzzle.
Well, that's all. That's what it really is, man. But it's
That's a great.
it's our job to pull it all together. But it's everybody's part of the team to collectively pull it together.
Roy didn't say it was mine. That was dope. Like he didn't say this is my project.
No,
I mean,
team
it's
effort.
just not
Yeah,
just
that's
stick with
awesome
that.
as shit, dude.
Um,
That's cool, bro. How do you feel?
Well, that goes back to my dad's preaches that, man, and it's a good mindset. And I know you guys are the same type. As never get. And I'm not saying that I even have a reason to, but to say never get too high, never get too low, man.
Yeah.
Because it's all temporary.
That's right.
You have success. Once you have success, it's great. But tomorrow brings
Yeah,
it.
so when it's hot, it's when it's hot.
Yeah,
And when it's not,
exactly,
it's not.
man.
So Big Roy to me, his dad is always, like I said, like they, sponsored our Pink Dress Run, but for years since we've been doing Carter's Champions with me and John, and Mr. Rick and his dad and Mr. Butch too. I mean, they're all a part of this. They're Rat Pack to my eyes. They're best friends.
Well, Gulfport's tight like that.
Yeah,
Gulfport's got
but you should be a part of these guys, and you could see the friendships. Like if we all just hung out and just kept growing, and that's what they do.
Yeah.
But Mr. Roy, I'll tell you right now, is like Matt. Every event I've ever been a part of, he's always took his time to like just kick it with me, like come up and just.
You're a pretty cool guy, man.
Huh?
Cool,
So you're a pretty cool guy.
I know, but he just.
Y'all should get my dad and Rick on here, man. They'd have fun.
Yeah, we should. That would be a good show.
I definitely
You
would
wanna hear a
love
cool
that.
Whatever y'all
story,
ready.
Yeah.
if you want to hear a cool story, man, Rick Carter's story is amazing.
And
And talking about projects we have upcoming, I won't speak too much on it, but Rick's got a pretty exciting project outside of Mississippi that he hopefully will be involved in. It's gonna be pretty neat. So
can I? No, I kind of know.
you probably know. They're pursuing stuff in Arkansas,
But-
and it,
So is that where y'all? I mean, y'all have no bounds. Like you're going to build in 50 states. If
no,
you
I
can.
mean hopefully not. I mean, we're all about, like I said, client based, relationship based. So
Yeah,
somebody
but
like Rick Carter said, we're looking in doing something in Japan, man.
you're gone.
I don't know about Japan, but I don't know about that.
Are you gonna do it?
But
Are you-
we'll-
Never say never.
We'll follow, client based, but that, pre what my dad and grandfather were doing, it was an 18, 19 state type model. I don't think we'll necessarily get to that. Maybe eventually, but right now we're trying to be more selective, work with, people who are passionate about working and going where they take us. So,
What'd your dad think though, of being in the Anderson family of construction, that you took initiative in it? Because like, honestly, for quite a few years, we see each other from time to time, but you were traveling, like you wasn't here. Like you were
I
like
wasn't.
doing construction and you were doing your thing. Kind of what your dad thought when you're like, when your dad seen your passion for construction, like, I mean, you could, they have it calling, like you
That's
could.
when you got to get in there, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this is your turn to take the hand off.
well, no, it's just like,
What is it? Where's this at right here? Like, what are you doing right here?
That's in Tribeca, New York, 261 Hudson Street, right on the Hudson River in New York.
You love construction.
It's a pretty sweet hard
I love
hat you got there.
construction, but yeah, it was. Somebody told me I looked like a Lego in that picture, but whatever, whatever it takes, man.
I bet you
Was
could
that,
build some
was that
badass
Justin?
Lego.
Was that Justin Chance?
It could have been. I think it was the filter I chose, man. I think the filter and Instagram. I got a little ahead of myself.
Oh, too many filters.
Give me filters.
Can I give a shout out real quick though? With this is Justin Hewlett, Justin Dean Hewlett's little boy. This is a jersey. I'm
He ain't
rocking.
little,
He's a
bro.
beast,
He ain't
man. I keep
little.
up with
No.
him and
205. Yeah, look, he's getting it.
yeah, his wife, or not his wife, his stepmom and dad are on Facebook. They're always posting pictures of him.
Yeah.
He was a captain for the Alabama game.
Yeah, we're all proud of him,
That
man.
is
He's-
pretty sick.
And then we got our Killer B Davis right there. We got a sticker on the wall, the yellow one. And then
Yeah,
I
he's going
took
back to the
kickboxing, for a brief second from him.
Oh yeah.
he will be
It
on
was- He
Monday.
probably wouldn't remember me, man.
He will be
probably
on Monday.
does.
Yeah, he
He probably
definitely
does, man.
yeah. But Monday,
Zombie would remember me.
he called-
Tyler
They're
Hill.
best. Yeah, they're homies.
Tyler Hill would remember me.
so he reached out today. Like when,
Tyler?
no,
Brandon.
Brandon. He
So
said
he just got a phone call. He's going back to the UFC.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
so. Brandon reached out today and goes, "Let me come on the podcast. Like, let's go."
talk.
Yeah.
I got to. He leaves out Tuesday. He's coming on Monday night.
So he's fighting. Who do you
Really
know the guy
good.
he's fighting? I don't even know.
Garrett,
I mean,
pop
if you're
that
in
up again.
UFC, man, that's some serious
Yeah,
stuff.
no doubt, no doubt.
That's
I
dangerous.
wouldn't know part of it.
Dana, how do you say his name, Garrett?
I don't know.
Back
Dude, the Killer B Davis, he's legit, man. He's the real deal.
No, he's our Neptune brother.
I've been
He's
watching
line
him fight
yeah.
for a few years now.
I don't know much about fighting. I just love him. We do Thanksgiving together. We spend a lot of time together. This is
Jordan knows a little bit more about fighting than he lets on. But
yeah, I think I've seen you walk out of the tunnel before.
yeah, he was there.
Matt
Yeah,
did.
you're not
No,
drunk.
Matt did.
Like I said, we get these backstage passes and they let us film things. It's been crazy. You know?
like
Those
me
are-
right now. Like they're in fantasy football. Have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, you play fantasy football.
Do you?
Yeah, unfortunately, well, one league I'm really good at. One league I'm a little bit cursed, but we'll see.
I feel the same way.
How many leagues you in, Roy?
2, man.
I'm only in 2. I had to cut back a few years.
I'm in
got-
0.
Oh, come on, man.
No, honestly, it's like
These are
HGTV
fun.
is one of my favorite shows.
Is your fantasy football leagues like guys that you've known for years and years? And years?
Yeah, one of them's like, guys, we've been doing it honestly since 07, maybe 08.
So you're like me then. I feel obligated to
Yeah,
one.
and
like,
it goes up every year. And we're like,
yeah,
I come
'cause you make more
last
money
place every year, and it's like $600 entry. It's crazy.
But if you ever had one, then
Yeah,
it still
I
wouldn't.
did win one.
Then it still wouldn't pay back.
It
It still wouldn't pay back for all the years that you've been in it.
Yeah, it is. It makes you feel good.
So you want to answer his questions? How many we got right here?
I don't know. You could tell me.
Let's see. Where we at, Garrett?
Yeah, Garrett, where we at?
I feel like the comments have slowed down, man. What time is it?
I don't know.
8:36. No, Adam Lilling's back. Ask him who he's eyeing in waivers this week. That's a good question.
Tell Roy
Oh.
he really he
I think
was
I had
really
it.
hitting his groove.
Yeah,
in
who'd
the
you
last
add?
5.
Yeah, I felt like the first 5 minutes were all rough. I apologize, you might listen.
Dude, we're just. I mean, it's a live podcast, guys. Get over it. If you
Yeah.
can get on the mic, come on.
Yeah.
It's a different area when you're live.
So who'd you add on fantasy? Free agent
I
wire.
don't even remember.
Okay, yeah, don't tell
I
them.
might have had a kicker. I think I had a kicker, but I don't
They're
remember.
gonna go
who
in
it
there
was.
and swipe your.
I love Guido because Guido owns a Jew joint, and he is absolutely one of the coolest fucking people I know.
Yeah,
Dude, I love Guido.
it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool,
Who's
dude.
Guido?
He works at
Oh,
FEB.
Yeah,
Yeah, super dope. Adam, I love you. I'm the better looking family member, but fuck, who cares? Brennan, what's up? I still can't believe Roy didn't pursue his pro foot. What are we talking about here?
Pro football, man. That was.
There you go.
I mean, I wish I could even play along with this. Nah. I mean, of course, it'd be my goal. Who would go?
Yeah, who
with it?
didn't want to play football?
Yeah, my goal was to be the running back for the Cowboys, but it just didn't work out.
just shy, just shy.
So
It ended when I was put on the offensive line in 3rd grade, and so. But before then, that was my goal.
Preston just came in too. Said, "Sup, dudes." Preston,
Sup, pal.
always love. We came out. We did Mark's
Yep, really
Fat
fun.
Cats collectibles. We bought the Joker, guys.
That was a good time.
George Zorn. Y'all know George Zorn? What kind of music you listen to?
No,
He's
I-
in a band. He's a good band. Or he used to be. He abandoned his band.
Dude, Odessa right now.
so what kind of music you listening to?
Me? Honestly, I was a little nervous coming over here. So there was a Lil Wayne song that was one of his top hits.
Perfect.
I put it on, man. It was
like my father.
I love how Lil Wayne just beats the nervousness right out of people.
he made me feel like I was.
Oh shit!
right at home.
Yeah.
Right at
so.
home. Well, what's going on?
George was supposed to go to Kiss and he backed out.
Thank God for
Yeah,
for a
we're
greater
competing
player
with
than
Chris
Madden.
we're competing
Ryan
with
Gibbs.
Kiss.
Huh?
So we're competing with Kiss tonight. That's why
No,
traffic was so bad coming over here.
We're not competing with Kiss.
Yeah, you're right. There's no.
I mean, I don't
Hell
think
no.
I don't think we're competing against Joe Rogan
There's no
Huh?
at one day.
competition.
So this is gonna be one day Joe Rogan.
No, Joe Rogan's Joe Rogan. He's always
I was
going to be that.
kidding, man. Joe
that
Rogan's
yeah.
lying.
the
I feel like
best.
he could run for president tomorrow.
He should
would
do it.
win.
The
Do you listen to him a
the
lot?
Every now and then, man, but it's too long.
Yeah,
it's 3
I
hours.
wish it was like 60 minutes. Then you could. But even when you ever go over an hour or hour and a half, it's like it's.
Dude, he does it. He does 2 or 3 a day sometimes. Like this dude's just sitting in front of the microphone the whole time.
when we first started doing our
I
podcast,
mean, if I was,
Yeah, getting paid.
But Roy, when we started
He
doing
gets paid a lot of money.
when we started doing our podcast, it was kind of like where you kind of how do you figure it like you just said, like music. Same concept with us to even be host, like get on the mic and have people on. For us, it was a learning curve, always has been a learning curve. But to go weekend, like we stay consistent every week. We're
what
putting on
y'all
a show.
do is I told y'all before we got on is amazing, man. Y'all, I remember when you talking about y'all started 2.5 years ago, and what y'all do now. I mean, and the people y'all get on here once a week. I mean,
We try to bring the heat. We try to bring the
It really
heat.
is. I mean, y'all had Billy Hughes on here a few months ago. I mean,
Damn, he sings well. I have a CD. He brought a CD the other day. Been listening to it.
he
and I-
really is a good singer.
Dude, he really is. He brought the CD.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cut bait.
cut bait.
Cut bait.
We give his son-in-law a hard time on that, just messing with him. But cut bait can go hard sometimes.
Would you hire him? Would you hire him for your wedding?
We're talking about the mayor of Gulfport, man. Of course, I'm gonna say yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, you
No,
know,
he's such a great dude too.
He's such a good mayor, man. Gulfport and Biloxi have. Speaking of mayors, you got 2 passionate people.
They lead by example.
They really do, man.
Yeah.
Fofo, Mayor Gillich, and Hughes, Merrick Hughes are just, they're such passionate, strong leaders, man.
Anybody puts their neck on the line for something they believe in.
Well, yeah, neither one of them have to be doing what they're doing. They just
No,
do it 'cause
Billy
they're
for sure,
passionate, so,
not at all.
No, it's great.
Yeah.
We did the karaoke contest, which thank you for. You're a big sponsor of our Pink Dress Run and Carter Champions. That was honestly blew me away. When I looked at when it came in, I was like, holy shit. But
we
we
need to
did
drop the Phil thing too, since let's plug that.
Let's plug Phil.
That's this
we
weekend
plug
at the
everybody.
Cannery. We will plug you.
Yeah, that's kind of my that's Bobby's I guess daughter-in-law's
Matt. Yeah.
So,
Oh, Bobby, shout out Bobby. If
Shout
you're
out
watching, Bobby and Rebecca. Your mom's always so sweet.
yeah, she is. She probably listen.
Yeah, for sure. It's the mom show.
Yeah. She's
Mom's
definitely
show.
listening. She's proud of.
So Bobby's your stepdad?
Bobby Brazier, yes.
How's that?
Oh, Bobby's great, man.
God,
I
he's
love
got to
Bobby.
be like a hoot all the time,
he's
man.
hilarious.
You talk about stories and stuff. That guy's got him.
He is the most entertaining individual I've ever met. One of them. Y'all two are pretty entertaining.
Damn it.
But he-
If I'm on the board with Bobby, I'm okay with
Let's
that.
cheers to that.
Yeah.
Garrett, how many cheers you got
I
in?
said Bobby's.
Garrett, you want to come cheers with us?
So you know how close Bobby and Mr. Ron, Paris are like.
Oh yeah, big time.
So I used to tell Bobby whenever I was younger, I was like, "You're gonna be my Mr. Ron whenever I
Yeah.
get older. I'm gonna come pick you up and take you to lunch and,
Yeah.
and help you out." So
He
I
was-
still owe you that, Bobby. I'm gonna take you out up on that.
The fact that
Which yeah, they were very close. I think he passed away recently.
Yeah, sad.
Mhm.
so, but
But he was such a
the
good
connection. Why we're so connected in the South Mississippi? Like everybody knows everybody, and everybody knows that person. And
Well,
does it blow your
it's a
mind a little
small
bit?
world.
It really is, man.
We know
We're not a big, we're a small community, but at the same time, the population's not that small. So, but everyone knows everybody.
Well,
That's what I actually
Facebook
told
helps.
somebody, and they were like, "Oh, you're going to JoJo's show." I was like, "Jordan?" And they're like, "Yeah, JoJo." I was like, well, "I've always called him."
Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? JoJo's.
I've got him.
Wallace said his wife knows you, and he said his wife calls you JoJo, and then somebody else said, "Who was it?" They both. It was within like 6 hours.
I've got him in my phone as JoJo.
Yeah, I didn't know
That's
that.
what we used to call him whenever we were kids.
So my nickname is JoJo. Okay,
Yeah.
my brother was Bubba. I was JoJo, and kind of stuck right there. You know, because my name is
Stuck?
Jordan Stuck.
Stuck.
No, it's a word. I'm gonna make it a word.
Yeah.
Chet, put it in the paper. Stuck.
Making a shirt.
I'm dyslexic.
No, it is a small world, man, and especially whenever you're doing good things, people that are like minded, they find each other, and then you cross paths, and then, I mean, at the end of the day, we try to be a part of that. We try to build people up and shine on passion. That's why we had you on here, man.
And that's
Absolutely.
100%.
I love it.
That every time we've ever seen each other, Roy, every time you've been just like your dad. When I met you, like every time we hang out, you're that person. In when we were younger, like way younger, like going to like parties, like
Go party.
Before-
I never party.
no college before college,
Yeah.
like party, like you've
Like
always been,
party
you've always
in
been
high
that
school
like,
board.
but you've always had that hospitality. That's what people
Well-
lose. The problem is hospitality is something that has to stay. You
I agree with
you
that.
show it well, and that's always when we started the podcast. It was always I want little Roy on, like I want Roy on, and I'm wasn't wrong, guys. What do y'all think about this show?
Well, I appreciate it, man.
Dope.
It's just about getting everybody on here. You know, it's people like you guys are, doing your part to build.
I feel like
a
everybody's got a
community,
story.
make it a better place. man.
Everybody's got a story,
Yeah.
and if we can help
And it's
sell
fun,
it,
listen, because when you get on here, you hear a side that you don't necessarily know somebody.
That's right.
So
and we like to joke around and interact with some of the fans.
Did you ever watch the movie Three Ninjas?
yeah, absolutely. There was 2 of them, wasn't there?
No, three.
Yeah, 3 of them, I
Oh,
think.
yeah.
4 of them.
I always
probably.
wanted that game on the. Remember they had the. What was it? It wasn't a Game Boy. It was the Sega. Anyways, where like,
Sega.
yeah, they could see where people were coming.
Yeah.
With the Sega handheld.
Yeah.
I don't remember what
The
it
3
was.
that was a good movie.
They're
Yeah.
all good movies.
So
You know, you got
We need
Sidekicks on
kar-
Amazon now.
We need more young karate movies.
Do you know
That
Sidekicks
was
is
a
on
kid. What
Amazon?
happened to it?
I don't know. It was all about the 90s.
You remember Sidekicks with Chuck Norris?
Yeah.
It's out
Yeah,
now.
have you
on
seen
Amazon.
pictures of Chuck Norris now? He's like 78.
He looks exactly the same.
He really does.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he Fountain of Youth.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a real thing. He really drinks it. It's a true thing, though, right?
Yeah.
I
I
hope
don't
so.
know.
If it
It's
is, I need to
the-
find it.
The
Back in the day, did you So I'm 35. What are you? You're 35?
34.
34?
Mhm.
Okay. Matt, what are you 34?
34.
And you'll be 35 when?
35 January.
And Matt, it's Christmas, baby. December 25th. That's all.
January 24th for me.
Huh?
January 24th for me.
They're like a month apart. Yeah. So, what do you think that you miss the most about, growing up as a nostalgia that you miss the most? What is your thing?
Oh, that's a tough question, man.
Not work related, but
honestly, the thing I miss is like the stuff you took for granted pre-Katrina.
Yeah.
Like when you drove down the beach and stuff, all the little things you thought you didn't pay attention
like
to.
the damn dinosaur, like the dinosaur.
the dinosaur's
dope.
USA, all those little things you just kind of get so used to.
I remember going
And
to
then
the
now it's
movies a lot
gone. It's
more.
like,
we'll never go to the movies anymore. That was one thing I remember going. It was a
Like silver screen is what I miss.
oh,
Yeah.
dude, Silver Screen was great.
Oh shit!
I heard somebody was talking about maybe bringing it back. Maybe they can hire Anticorp to come rephase it all.
we would do a renovation for Silver Screen.
Yeah, for a discount, just for anybody.
What was it, like $2,
Not too much.
$1?
I don't know.
It was cheap as shit.
Silver Screen was so abused. People would go in there and just
Yeah, it was
Dude, we're all,
nasty.
so Roy, I didn't know, like, we're all the same age.
I guess so.
05?
Just around the coast, yeah.
Damn. So we kind of like, my mind just went.
I don't know why.
No, I mean, no, I knew we were around the same age. We're hitting like deep when you're that 05 class. All right.
Well, I mean, it's not I
Like
feel
Soul
we're getting
Decision
old. I feel
Faded,
like
the
we're getting
song
old.
is
Yeah,
amazing.
we are kind of like the mid. I don't know if we're middle age, but we're.
I mean,
No,
we
we're
are,
definitely
though.
like I hit 35, bro. And I'll tell you right now, I told Emily, like, she goes, babe, what can I do for you? I said, I can't just say I'm like early 30s anymore. I just gotta say I'm
I always think it in like sports terms. Like
I'm a dad.
I'm like, 30,
You're retired.
I'm just making my prom, but 35 is like, man, I'm about to get cut. I was a running back. I've been done 8 years ago.
Yeah.
So I mean, but 35 is great. It's just this is the first year, Roy, I'm telling you, in 5 years that I was like didn't want to celebrate it because of the fact that I hit the 35 mark. And I was like, what do I do? like who do I call? Like,
Slowing down, man.
do we go
wish
to
we could.
Ruby Tuesdays and get that salad? You know what I mean?
Oh, dude, you gotta hit the Ruby Tuesday buffet.
No doubt. That's actually so. Josh Cavett told me that his son was going there after homecoming. So that's Ruby Tuesday is making a resurgence with the young
They need
crowd.
to.
We used to go there. Yeah, the one at the beach in homecoming.
Really?
Airport.
That was a
thing.
nice.
Did you ever
place
go to the
back then.
complex?
They had a great. Yeah, I did.
Hell yeah.
They had teen night.
We gotta bring it back in.
Yeah, they had teen night.
Dude, the complex. Remember that shit?
Yeah. So I'm probably going to go there to that.
Garrett, your
park
dad
lot.
owns that parking
Yeah,
lot.
yeah, yeah.
Garrett, our
They don't
CEO,
own it.
That's an example of
rents it out.
things you just don't pay attention to. Wait, he owned the complex?
No,
No. They rent the
they
parking
rent
lot for
the parking lot. Yeah.
Yeah, we used to
Cruising
go there all
Coast.
the time. I mean, not all the time, but summers, nothing to do. You go there. Why not?
That was the thing to do.
Yeah. You were like 15 and a fake ID.
So yeah, there's so many memories from back then that I do miss. Now I feel like just wake up and work. And
I want to do Cam Roberts. I definitely got to drop the Cam Roberts. C. Roberts, General Contractors, one of our buddies, Chandelier Brewing. We're drinking his beer right up. He sent me this. I was like, how can I send me something I can nestle Roy with? He goes, hey man, don't be walking in here with IOCs or change orders. No way, man. That shouldn't be in an original contract scope.
You have to know what he's talking about to know it, but yeah, nobody likes change order. I agree.
so that's whenever you've got the plan.
That's a conversation of the day, but yeah.
Cam did it for love.
Yeah.
Respect. I mean, that was like,
But that is what you hear. Nobody wants what a change order is like. It is a price change that's outside of your scope, and so nobody wants a contractor that comes in and goes to an owner and say, hey, by the way, this was not on the drawings. Here's a change order, which is a invoice.
Does that
for
trickle
X
all the
amount.
way up, or does that trickle down, or whoever makes the error, do they eat it? Or what?
No, I mean, we're a general contractor, so we're the top layer as far as responsibility on the construction side. So
Is it like cost plus? Is that how that
no,
works?
I wish it was. Cost plus is more like the residential. Pretty much what we do is we say we can do this for X amount and we can't go above it, or
Or a change order is going
right, or a change order. But the change order is usually not something that'll be approved unless it's something outside of scope. And what a change order that'd be outside of scope is say, this set of drawings cost $10 million, and then 6 months through the construction there was a change to the design set say they wanted to add a patio or something. And so we'd go and say, this is not per the contractual drawings that we agreed upon. Here's the invoice. You want to do this patio.
Right.
But which is usually that'd be a legitimate change order.
Yeah,
But probably what he's joking around is going in and being like, oh, we forgot this curb over here or whatever. Can you submit this?
He did it out of love.
Yeah, but that's what that is.
He told me on the phone. He goes,
every project has change orders. The job of us is trying to minimize it. Yeah.
So what is the biggest nightmare? Is it, I would think rain and construction.
Weather's a bit nightmare, but
well, you're doing concrete now, so you're.
Yeah, construction's it's definitely a risky business. So.
Do you get numb to it a little bit though? Because like Matt was saying, like there's so many like the weather changes, complaints, price goes up, whatever goes on. Like from the year one to the final product, there's always some kind of hurdle you got to do. It's not like
100%.
You're not. Nobody's sending you this money and you're moving on.
No,
you're not giving you cash and then you go buy a Ferrari and then have a couple playgirls, right?
Right.
Yeah, I guess.
What's the common thing we're going on right here?
I don't know. Is it?
I don't know.
My wife's on there. Oh, she was. They might have. Are we still live?
I think so.
I don't know for a lot. If Ryan, are you there? Ryan, you there?
I don't know.
She's watching. She's watching.
Just proud of you.
JoJo for life.
Anyways,
Peter Jones. Peter Wayne, love you, bro. Yeah, no. She's watching. She's like supporting. But the thing in business, though, like, is no matter what you take on, like from the start of the Roy Anderson idea of construction, like the fact that they moved in the casino world, like they took that, they literally like, you know what, we don't know, we're gonna take
it
this
almost
risk.
because you didn't see the barge casinos really, did you? I mean,
that's kind of scary.
Mississippi was the first to ever do that.
So I'm sure that drew a bit of.
Yeah, I mean, that was what Mississippi was the first to ever do that. It was kind of like a guy out of Minnesota came down, our group out of Minnesota came down and said, I want to build a Las Vegas themed type casino on a barge. Before then it was like the riverboat, type of casinos.
Copa.
Right, Copa type. So that was kind of putting a visionary type of deal and evolving it. And they just basically put it in a barge. They built it in like 120 days. It's crazy. 40, yeah, insane. So
now we went from 120 days on a project to
did y'all do Lady Luck?
Right. Lady Luck, we did do Lady Luck. Yeah.
Where's my dragon at? Yeah. Where's my dragon at, bro?
I love that dragon.
That was nostalgic. That was very nostalgic.
Where's my dragon at, Roy? You got it?
No, man, that thing didn't last long.
Y'all should do a change order to put dragons in on most things that y'all build.
Garrett, go to comments real quick. I think we have Quentin in here somewhere. I think Quentin just come out of nowhere. Okay.
There she's.
Oh, what up, girl? Gorgeous. And then we got Quentin right here. Quentin, you're actually gorgeous too. Okay, gorgeous, Quentin.
Did I mention my daughter yet?
Yeah,
maybe. I don't know if I did.
We show a picture of her?
Yeah.
Anyways, I just
show a picture of his beautiful baby girl. Proud dad.
There she is.
Look at
my wife and my daughter are my two proudest.
But that should be, right?
I have 100%. Yeah.
100%.
It's just amazing. You just keep building on it. So,
for me, it's Emily and Oliver.
Mm-hmm.
Look, Mom, love you. Emily's mom, I love you too. Okay, I love you.
Yeah.
But Emily and Oliver,
family over everything.
100%.
That's it,
dude. I could go date. Like, there's nothing. You seen that when you came in? Oliver's hugging you.
Yeah, he was such a cool kid.
Because he loves people. Uncle Matt kind of spanks him a little bit.
What? I don't spank him.
You have yeah, you do. You get on to him a lot. So we have this rule at Uncle Garrett, Uncle Matt. Like, this is our little boy right here. But being a dad, it's completely changed me from like going crazy to actually being a dad. So I don't really get out at night anymore. That's changed. But I love being a dad, man. My kid is. Like, before you came on, we were just cleaning up and setting up the studio, and he was here the whole time.
Yeah, it's fun, man. It's
they're watching. They're watching just like we watched our parents. That's how they're figuring it out. Man,
it's great. It's like the excitement you just get from waking up to seeing them, to going to sleep. It's amazing, man. It's really hard to explain. And my friends would tell me that before I had a kid, and I didn't really
Yeah, it's
understand that, and then you understand.
Then you live it.
Yeah,
I
I'm
ain't
still
changing
waiting.
that for nothing, man. I swear, like I love being a dad, dude. We got Ivan here going on. What's Ivan saying? Actual, wait, hold on. Brendan's going to, are you trolling us again, Brendan? Actual, I know the guy that has it, the dragon. No, you don't, Brendan. You better give me his information, his name. Ivan says, what? What's going on here? We need the Broadwater project so bad. Would bring Coast to another level. Are you doing that project?
that would be a question for my dad. My dad owns the Broadwater property, and he's involved. It's a
Damn, your dad has that property.
he does. It's him in another group, but they're working, man. They're pushing as hard as you can possibly push. It's making some progress, but there's some hurdles to go over.
I can
But
only
they-
imagine
but
this
they-
hurdle.
Is
they
that
have-
the Universal Music?
Yeah, so they got
Okay.
so how it works is you get Universal Music Group, and then they had a spinoff that's called U Music Hotels, and so they got U Music Hotels linked up to sign an agreement on the Broadwater, but which is 266 acres.
It's old golf course.
Right, it's marina, casino property.
That's the one about Pizza Hut, right? On the Fay Yards over there by the
Pizza Hut's
Blue
part of
Wall.
it, but it's the same ownership group. So they own the marina where the Broadwater is all the way back to Pass Road. So it's 266 acres. Well, anyways, U Music has agreed to be, the flagship and be the hotel, but they don't want it to be the gaming component. So right now they're talking to some gaming companies about coming in and partnering with U Music, and I think hopefully by the next couple months we'll have a direction. But it's I'm cautiously optimistic. We'll see.
Game changer though.
Gary, is another
Yeah,
cheers?
Should be game changer, man. We'll see.
Cheers. Cheers right here.
Yeah. Cheers. Well, hey Roy, thanks for coming out, dude.
Yeah.
Let's do this again.
Well,
Let's do
absolutely.
another one, man. You've been a great guest for sure.
Got to get Justin on here.
How do we plug this, guys? Roy, look in that camera right now and plug whatever you want to plug.
Yeah, tell them where to find
tell 'em.
Andrew Corp,
Yeah.
how anybody can get you.
Where am I looking? Camera here.
Yeah.
All these cameras.
Corp, we're downtown Gulfport, man. I don't like to sell too hard, but I feel
Sell
like
it.
we are,
Sell it.
We don't want to be a commodity. We're more client driven. Select services is what we believe in, and we have a core circle that we are trying to collectively build something that I'm certainly confident that 5, 10, 15 years from now it's going to be something special. So
Heck
I
yeah.
appreciate you guys having
Cheers
me on.
again.
Thanks
Here.
again, Roy.
Hey.
Yeah, man, it's
Yeah,
been a blast.
We'll see you
So,
guys
thank
next
y'all.
time. Thanks for tuning in.
Absolutely.
Love you guys. Take care.
Y'all.
I got the yellow ribbon. So, it's okay.
How many times did you sit back just relaxing? Understand